Perfect. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Ernie Ballant, and I am the GPS for Southwestern Ontario. I'm representing Voyageur as well as the Newmarket Chamber of Commerce on this amazing trip to Thailand. So, for those of you that have not heard about G Adventures, I'm going to talk a little bit about who we are, what we do, what we specialize in, talk to you a little bit about National Geographic Journeys as a product, and then also get into the day-to-day itinerary and highlight some key features and experiences that I think you will definitely truly enjoy while traveling with us to Thailand. So let's get started. So it all started with one man, pictured here, Mr. Bruce Punta. G Adventures is a Canadian-owned and operated company. It was started in 1990 by this gentleman pictured right here. And he started the company at the ripe old age of 23. And he started the company based on his own personal travel experiences traveling through Asia, where he realized that there really wasn't any offerings of a small group immersive experience where guests were taken not just to go see the highlights, but taken into the smaller towns, the smaller villages, and actually getting them immersed in the local culture. So that's one key thing that he noticed while he was traveling. It was all the big buses essentially herding, the groups from one site to the next, but nothing that was real, true, substantial cultural immersion. So essentially, he started the company in his garage. Essentially, he started it with two credit cards that he maxed out for $15,000. We are just going to be celebrating our 30th anniversary in 2020, and we are the #1 adventure travel company in the entire world now. So, what do we do? We're a tour company, but we don't run tours. That's not what we do. So typically, traveling through the world, I'm sure if you've done a guided tour or if you've done any traveling around the world, you would have noticed, large group tours with the tour managers essentially walking around with their big flags, their umbrellas, their handkerchiefs floating in the air, that kind of stuff. But we don't do that. That's not what G Adventures does. For us, it's all about small group culturally immersive experiences. Our tours done by land are a maximum of 16 total at most for our trips. We have over 800 itineraries that go to 103 different countries all over the world. So wherever you're looking to go, we can definitely take you, including Thailand. Small groups are also a great way of meeting other travelers. Traveling in a smaller group, you're able to make those meaningful connections with the people that you're traveling with. You're able to get to know the people's names. You're able to really, truly experience the destination together. You're also able to go into the smaller towns, the smaller villages where you wouldn't be able to go to when you're traveling in a larger group. You're also going into the smaller eateries where the locals are eating and not where the tourists are eating. Logistically, it's just not possible to do it in a large group, whereas in a small group, you're getting a much more immersive experience, and that's what we want you to have while traveling with us to Thailand. With us, you're always traveling with a local. We have well over 1,000 CEOs, which are known as our chief experience officers, or better yet, known as tour managers. They all live in destination. They know the language. They know the history. They know the culture. They know the destination, and they can transcend that passion and that love for the country because they grew up there. So we're not sending people from the Western world to lead our trips. Everything is done locally. So a little bit less of this, which I'm sure we're all familiar with this, and there's nothing wrong with this, and a little bit more of this. One-on-one interactions with the tour managers, with locals, getting into the destination and really immersing yourself and coming out feeling like you actually experienced and you live in the destination. Talking a little bit about G Adventures, G for Good. So there's three different sections that we definitely work really hard to ensure that we're including in our itineraries. The first thing is our Ripple score, which essentially grades all of our itineraries with a score, not about how great the tour is, but how much money is actually staying locally. As you're kind of going through our brochures, or if you're on the website, you'll notice this Ripple score. And for this particular itinerary, our iconic Thailand, which I'll be talking about, 100% of the money actually stays local, which is fantastic. And how we measure that is through various local businesses that we use. So our local accommodations, restaurants, our tour managers, all of our vendors are all local. So they're not owned by chain conglomerates or anything like that. We want to make sure that we're supporting as much of the local population as we possibly can. We also have responsible travel policies as well, which I'll talk about, as well as our Planetara Foundation, which is a not-for-profit organization as well that is tied to G Adventures. And these are experiences that we've created with the local people around, food, uh, transportation experiences, all of that. So I'll talk a little bit about that as well as we move into the webinar. So one of our big policies is our animal welfare policy. And what our animal welfare policy is, we essentially have been working on this and really making sure that we're leaving as small of a footprint and supporting as many possible avenues of a destination as possible. And one of the ways that we do this is through the animal welfare policy. So we try to ensure that we don't use animals in any way going to sanctuaries. For example, in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, they have the elephant sanctuary. We don't support any of that because we want to make sure that the five freedoms of wildlife are essentially looked after. And what those five freedoms are one, the freedom of hunger and thirst; two, the freedom from discomfort; three, the freedom from pain, injury, and disease; four, freedom to express normal behavior; and five, freedom to fear and distress. We want to make sure that we're actually viewing the animal population in the wild and not going to make essentially animal tourism out of our experiences. We want to make sure that we have that opportunity to be able to support and make sure that animals are staying wild and not captive. We also have our Planetara foundations. And like I mentioned, these are essentially curated projects that we have spanning all across the world, as well as included in Thailand. And these are to better help Indigenous communities, women in third world countries, and really empower the communities that we travel through through travel, essentially, which is fantastic. So talking a little bit about National Geographic journeys. So these adventures are enhanced. These are essentially a collection of unique tours that are designed to get you deeper into the culture and the habitats of the places that we explore. They offer a lot more inclusions, a lot more hands-on explorations, and interactions with local experts as well, which is fantastic. There's still that freedom to be able to walk around, so you're not feeling like you're with the group 24/7, which is fantastic. And all within the beauty of a structured and the security of traveling in a small group as well. So just talking a little bit more about the three key items within a National Geographic Journeys itinerary. So there's a lot more freedom, like I said. So you'll have mornings off, afternoons off, days off. So you have the opportunity to be able to go and explore on your own and make your own memories. Learn all you can as well. So each tour has specific inclusions that are only available to the Nat Geo traveler. That could be anything from interactions with local experts, such as historians, marine biologists, photographers, Buddhist monks, chefs, and so on. Changing the world as well too. We believe that travel is the best form of wealth distribution, and we definitely want to make sure that we're also showing our guests what they're doing to help support these local communities through various different types of experiences around the world as well, which I'll mention in our itinerary for Thailand as well. So, last, getting into our iconic Thailand itinerary. This is a 15-day itinerary, round trip Bangkok. So, what are some of the inclusions that you'll have in this itinerary? The Nat Geo exclusive itinerary will have a traditional Thai home dinner in Chiang Mai, where we're actually taking you into a local's home to be able to experience authentic Thai cuisine, all while seeing what it's like to live in Chiang Mai as well. You'll have the opportunity to interact with the family. Another fantastic Nat Geo inclusion is a meeting with the monks in Chiang Mai as well. I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get into the itinerary and the day-to-day. Some key highlight moments there as well too is we actually take you to one of our Planetara projects, and this is actually a Khao Tep Pitak farm and culinary experience, which will be a great opportunity for you to really see what it's like to live in rural Chiang Mai. Your journey's highlight moment as well is having the opportunity to stay within the Thai rainforest, along with doing an eco walk into the rainforest and having dinner as well in the jungle. We'll also have a fantastic Krabi village experience as well while we're in Krabi. And your one G for good moment, like I mentioned, is actually going to the Cow Tep Patek community owned farm as well. And for all of those foodies out there, you'll have an amazing opportunity to learn how to make authentic Thai cuisine as well. It'll also include all of your internal flights as well, as noted in the itinerary, and as you'll see in the map here, and all your transportation to and from the included activities. So moving on to some of the other inclusions as well too. In terms of accommodations, we're looking at 12 hotel nights in this itinerary, along with 2 nights in a lodge as well in Chiang Mai. The meals that are going to be included are 14 breakfasts, 3 lunches, 3 dinners. We generally say allow about anywhere from 130 to 150 USD for meals, which are not going to be included. Thailand is fairly inexpensive to eat. The street food is world renowned and highly recommended, and extremely inexpensive. You can, if you're into beer, you can buy a beer and enjoy a beer for $1 USD, which is a steal. It costs more for you to buy water than it does to have beer. Transportation, we're going to be hitting trains, planes, automobiles, experiencing it all while traveling through Thailand. We'll have the opportunity to experience tuk-tuk rides as well, longboats, along with using our legs and walking and exploring on our own as well. Staff and experts, we're going to have our National Geographic certified CEO throughout the itinerary, along with some local National Geographic guides as well. So on day 1, we arrive into Bangkok. This generally, you either arrive in later in the morning or early in the afternoon, depending on the flight. Voyageur will definitely talk to you about the flight information. Your first day is going to be your free day to be able to relax and unwind and really kind of get acquainted with the hustle and bustle of this very busy Thai city. A lot of the times we have people that'll come in a day early in order for you to be a little bit more relaxed, to have an opportunity to really truly get a good night's rest, to be able to be ready for the next 15-day journey. Then on day 2, we'll go from Bangkok to Kanchanaburi. And this is a city that is essentially situated on the converge of 2 major rivers, the Koh Noi and the Koh Ya rivers. And this part of Thailand actually played a huge part in World War II. So we're going to actually take you on board a train that will essentially go through the World War II history. You'll have the opportunity to cross the bridge that was made famous in the 1957 film, the bridge over the River Kwai. The River Kwai, as well as the bridge, is absolutely magnificent. As you're passing over the bridge, over the river, you have the opportunity to have a beautiful bird's eye view of the river, as well as the beautiful foliage around. Then we're going to take you into the Thai Burma Railway Center as well. Here, we're going to take you in and delve a little bit more deeper into the World War II history, and they'll talk about all of the prisoners of war that helped build this railway back in World War II. Then we're going to make our way into the Kanchanaburi War Cemetery as well. And this is in memoriam of the thousands upon thousands of war prisoners that were that lost their lives while building the railway. Then on day 3, in the morning, before we head to Athuaya, we're going to take a morning hike into Erawan National Park. This park is absolutely magnificent. It's located in the Tenasserim Hills, and it's an absolutely beautiful ecological gem within Thailand. Um, these these waterfalls, there's literally 7 tiered waterfalls, one upon each other. Beautiful turquoise water. You have the opportunity, if you so wish, to go swimming in the waters as well. Very warm, and it's absolutely stunning. Highly, highly recommended as well. So we'll spend a few hours in the park, in the national park, exploring, relaxing, just taking in the natural beauty of the surrounding area. Then once we're done with that, we'll transfer you into the historic city of Athuai. And this is actually the former capital of the medieval kingdom, which is now known as Siem. Then in the evening, we'll take you on an absolutely amazing culinary experience on board a 1930s converted rice barge. We'll have some phenomenal Thai cuisine served to you family style for you to have the opportunity to taste all of the showcased Thai cuisine, such as pad Thai, Koh Samui, all of that. Absolutely fantastic food. Then on day 4, we're going to delve into the UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is Athuai Historical Park. Here, we're going to take you on a guided tour of the beautiful palaces and the Buddhist monasteries. You'll have the opportunity to go and explore, take some absolutely stunning photographs, and be able to really take in the beauty of this historical park as well. It is said that back in the 17th century, Athuai was known as the world's most beautiful city, and at its height had over 1 million uh, population of people living within the city walls as well, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. So after that, we'll return back to Bangkok for your flight to Chiang Mai. And here we're going to have the opportunity in the evening, once we arrive into Chiang Mai, to have that local experience where we're actually going to take you into a traditional village in the countryside to enjoy some Kantok style dinner, and this is essentially where the type of dish that they have in this area is a lot of curries as well as sticky rice. So kind of highlighting some of the main dishes within the northern part of Thailand. So as we travel throughout Thailand, you'll notice that the different spices, the different flavors, and how they're used within the different parts of the world, or the different parts of Thailand, I should say. Then on day 5, we're going to spend our day in Chiang Mai experiencing some fantastic local markets with a local chef. And this is going to be another fantastic day because we're going to have the opportunity to experience and really see local Thai in their everyday day to life. It's the best way to really immerse yourself in the local culture is people watching and seeing how the locals interact with each other, smelling the food, the spices, the fresh food within the market as you're walking through is absolutely amazing. So the local chef is going to have the opportunity to help you pick out some of the local spices, the meats, the food, and whatnot that you're going to use to then help prepare and create a fantastic lunch. All while learning how to make fantastic Thai cuisine. So when you come back, you can actually create some fantastic cuisine for your family and bring back some flavors of Thailand. Then later in the afternoon, we'll have the opportunity to actually listen to live monks chanting at Wat Pho. And this is one of the most famous gilded temples in all of Thailand. And it's pictured actually in the picture below there to the bottom left of your screen. And here you're going to have the opportunity to explore. We'll give you a guided tour of the area, of the compound, and then have some free time, and then have the opportunity to have that really intimate interaction with the monks and see them chanting their afternoon prayers. Then on day 6, in Chiang Mai is a full day for you to be able to go and explore the Chiang Mai temples, the beautiful forested hills. Whatever your heart desires, you have the opportunity to do on this day while visiting Chiang Mai. You can visit the beautiful manicured gardens as well, or have the opportunity to go and explore the farm fields as well. Tea is huge. Tea and rice is huge within the Chiang Mai area as well. So absolutely some stunning areas. Some great optionals that we offer as well too in Chiang Mai is a cycling tour of the island, as well as a full day tuk-tuk adventure. And this actually takes you through the markets, through the towns, through the villages, and up into the forested hills as well too, for you to be able to get a full comprehensive experience of the area in Chiang Mai as well. Then on day 7, we're going to travel back in the morning from Chiang Mai and take a flight back to Bangkok. And here, this is where we're going to have an opportunity to visit the Venice of the East, as they call it, and essentially maneuver our way through the canals. As you kind of work your way through the canals, you'll have the opportunity to see the beautiful skyscrapers, the stunning temples, and work your way through the huts, the overwater huts that people live in, and the market area as well too. Absolutely stunning area. Then we'll take you into Wat Pho as well, which is Bangkok's largest and oldest temple complex. Pictured down here below is it's known as the reclining Buddha, and it is one of the largest gilded gold leaf statues in Thailand as well. Absolutely stunning structure. Obviously, we couldn't fit it all in the picture, but the Buddha's feet are covered in mother pearl as well too. No expenses paid, and absolutely stunning to be able to really see it in person as well. So highly recommend spending some time there and taking some fantastic photos and exploring the temple complex as well. Then on day 8, we'll enjoy the day in bustling Bangkok. So this is essentially your free day to be able to explore this busy city as well. Whatever your heart desires, you have the option to do here in Thailand. If you're more of the history buff and you wanted to go see the temples, the museum, if you wanted to be more of that shopper, laid back, you can go shopping in the markets. Or if you wanted to relax, you can go to the spa and be able to get a beautiful Thai massage as well. You'll have the opportunity of some fantastic optionals as well. visiting the Grand Palace as well. And this is where all the major kings used to live in this complex here. So they'll give you a guided tour of the palace grounds. You'll also have the opportunity to experience the National Museum as well, pictured down on your bottom right. And this is where you're going to find all of the natural artifacts and historical artifacts that play very, very closely to the Thai history as well. Or if you want it to be a little bit more active and get going, then you have the opportunity to do a cycling tour through Bangkok as well. Then on day 9, we're going to take you into the more relaxing side of the islands of Thailand. So this morning, we're actually going to we're going to catch a flight to the tropical island of Koh Samui. Upon arrival at your resort stay, you'll have the afternoon to relax by the pool, stroll the white sand beaches, or explore the local village, all walking distance from your resort. The hotel is located at the vibrant and exciting Shawang district, pictured down on your bottom right there, and walking distance to restaurants, amazing pad thai experiences, entertainment spots as well, along with shopping for those that are looking to do some retail therapy. You have also the opportunity to catch a tuk-tuk to various beaches that are close to the hotel as well. So you don't have to stay at the local beach. You can go to some of the other beaches in the area as well, which is great. Then on day 10, after breakfast, we're going to have you board an absolutely amazing longtail boat, pictured here. And we're going to take you off on a tourist trail to some of the most pristine islands within Thailand. The first of which will be Koh Sam, and then we move on to Koh Tang. We'll have an amazing experience on Koh Sam, where we're going to actually have a local lunch experience on the beach. And regardless of what you wanted to do, if you wanted to snorkel, kayak, relax, go swimming in the water, it's all up to you on this day as well. Very, very relaxing, taking in the heat of the beautiful April weather, and really basking in the glory and the beauty of the surrounding area that you're in. Then on day 11, we take you from Koh Samui to Khao Sok. And this is going to be a ferry ride back to the mainland. And then we're going to drive to Khao Thep Pitak. And this is a community-owned farm, which is also supported by G Adventures and Planetera. Here, you're going to have an absolutely amazing local cuisine experience with some local specialties. Then you're going to go on a guided tour of the surrounding fruit orchards within the compound as well. Then we're going to have the opportunity to take you into Khao Sok National Park. And this is actually known as one of the most preserved virgin jungles in Thailand as well. And here you're going to have a beautiful 2-night stay settling into sustainable community-focused eco-lodging. Pictured down to your bottom left there are some raised hut-style accommodations, which is just outside the park boundaries. And this evening, we're going to have a really, really neat local experience, and we're going to actually venture into the park for a night walk with one of our local community guides as well. And ending off the walk, we'll have a beautiful dinner alongside a campfire in the jungle. Absolutely marvelous experience. Then on day 12 in Khao Sok, this is going to be another day for you to be able to relax and take in the beauty of the national park. So there's multiple different things that you can do here. You can do a hot springs visit, you can do a bicycle tour, or you can even do a river canoe tour as well. all up to you on what you wanted to do. There's some fantastic hiking within this region as well too, to some beautiful lookout points as well. So highly recommend speaking to your CEO and figuring out what is the best thing for you to do on this day off if you're not looking to just relax, but actually go and explore the island as well. Then on day 13, we go from Khao Sok over to Krabi. And this is going to be a drive down south, going into Thailand's tropical southwest coast. And here we're going to cross the Krabi River on a private longtail boat. And then once we get into the main part of Krabi, we're gonna go into Koh Klang Island, and we're gonna board some motorized tricycle tuk-tuks to explore the local communities and traditional industries within the southwest part of Thailand. They specialize in rubber plantations, rice fields, and batik workshops as well. So you'll have the opportunity to really experience the local industries and see the different areas, and kind of get a more comprehensive and immersive understanding of what their industries entail. Then on day 14, this is going to be an amazing day for you to be able to relax, go kayaking on A Nang Beach, which is pictured at the top left here. Absolutely stunning area. Krabi is the second largest island within the Thai islands, and it's actually known for its limestone little droplets that spew out of the water, as you can see pictured here with the lady snorkeling. And it's just absolutely stunning, beautiful, crystal clear turquoise water, great for snorkeling, and being able to see the aquatic wildlife in the area as well. Some great opportunities as well. Once you're done relaxing and kayaking, we have the opportunity of booking a fantastic Thai massage, or even doing a Fifi Islands tour by speedboat as well. There is a cluster of over 100 islands within that make up the Fifi Islands. So this would be a great opportunity for you to see the various different islands, and really, go off the beaten track, so to say. Then on day 15, we go from Krabi back to Bangkok. And this is where the trip concludes. And we're going to be returning to the hustle and bustle of city life after those wonderful, relaxing days spent in southern Thailand. And the tour will end at the Bangkok airport. It is noted that flights should not depart earlier than 3 p.m. on this day, as it will take some time to actually get you back into Bangkok and to the airport. So that's definitely key to keep in mind. So thank you very much for staying tuned into this webinar. I hope that you have the opportunity to experience this fantastic destination with Voyageur, along with the Newmarket Chamber of Commerce. If you have any questions, please reach out to the local chamber along with Voyageur, and they will be able to help you and get this trip of a lifetime booked for you. Have a great day.